All right. So the official topic for tonight is the top 10 biggest questions slash myths of EverQuest. And we're going to answer them because we're super official. So the number one, then this one people argue about to this day all the time. This is, I think, just the biggest one overall. Does charisma affect cheer, charm, fear, or mez?
I'm going to say maybe.
That's a horrible answer. I always thought it did.
Yeah. So, I mean, the problem with that is there's different classes. So each class has different charm mechanics. And I think they were saying, I think I read somewhere that like it only affected enchanter mezzes, but it wouldn't affect a druid. It wasn't a part of the druid mez mechanic. Yeah, Oak and Air has it in chat there.
No,
I think that's right.
My answer. What about
people were saying?
Yeah.
People were saying.
Oh,
go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Jack.
What about negative charisma for necros? I've heard that.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Now it would kind of make sense with the lore, right?
Right.
From
I've heard that it makes your fears last longer and they are less resistant when you have negative charisma.
I've heard that a lot, but I haven't noticed any difference. Now that I didn't test it either. Really test it.
I hear people have. Hey, God Hunter. I hear people have tried really trying that, like testing over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, rumors.
Yeah, with like no definitive answer.
Well, to that end, it may matter, but definitely not like magic resist does.
Yeah, magic resist is definitely the main thing.
So if you made an enchanter from scratch, you wouldn't dump all your points in charisma?
Well, they're saying late on in the game, that's not a bad way to go because with gear, they're so easy to get your intelligence maxed out.
Right.
For with gear, but charisma not so much.
Rick said the devs came out and said yes, but the effect is negligible.
For charisma, that charisma does affect it, but barely.
Yep.
That makes sense.
All right. This one I know nothing about, and I never even heard about it, but I think Randomrob or Mark's brought it up. Does AC affect kick damage or to hit?
I've done some studies on this.
All right, let's hear the studies.
My studies definitively state that it could either be a yes or a no. It's inconclusive from my studies, but other people have said yes, for sure. AC does affect.
So you're saying it does affect?
I'm of the opinion it does affect.
Kick damage or to hit?
Your AC kick damage, not to hit.
But he can't prove it.
Your kick skill is going to affect your hit rate, but your AC on your boots will give a slight increase, very slight increase. For every like 25 AC on your boots, will do like an extra point or 2 points of damage. There's like a formula for it.
Extremely scientific.
Yes.
But Mark says no.
I mean, if 25 AC gives you 1 point,
It's something a little more than that. I forget exactly what the formula is. I was just
is
looking
it
at
even
that a week or
worse?
so ago.
It's even worse.
I'm going down that. I have an AC aug on my boots because of that theory.
Do you do 1 point each kick?
My kicks do a
Extra?
ton of damage, actually.
No, I said extra.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Not, yeah, you don't know.
I don't know. I've done parses. I've tried to parse it out. I have no idea.
Hey,
No,
not
I-
Sid. It's good that you've come to learn because we are teaching right now.
No, we
Yeah,
are not.
teaching mode. Everyone is going to get dumber by taking.
We're hoping someone will get on and teach
Dude,
us.
the next one is my jam right here. Does giving pet weapons affect attack speed or attack damage?
I know for a fact it does not do anything to attack damage.
Correct. I'm 100% with you. It does
Run that
affect.
by me.
Does giving pets weapons affect your attack damage or attack speed? So the attack damage of the pet or the attack speed of the pet.
I think it affects the damage if it's
Nope.
high enough.
Wrong.
It has to be high enough
Wrong.
to
Prove
out
it.
damage their base damage.
Each pet, if you look it up on Alakazam, each pet will have its highest attack,
Right. Because when
hit.
you summon your
and
pet,
it never changes. No matter what you do to it, how much you buff it, weapons you give it, that highest hit doesn't change.
right? Because that's how you tell if you have the highest level pet, right? Even when it's blue to you,
That's true.
'Cause
When
you
you
can-
summon it originally. Yeah.
right? Because then you make it hit something, and then it will, and you see if it gives you the highest number.
Right.
I'm with Marks on this one. I don't think it affects damage at all, but I do think that it affects attack speed. That's why you give your pets daggers.
I can't prove that. You'd have to use a parse to prove that. How many attacks in a certain amount of time, and I don't.
Should
run
be
a parse.
easily parsable. Here's Dymlos' corpse. We made it.
Huzzah!
Oh shit.
Move forward,
We
guys.
should probably give Lurch some room then.
Now
Yeah, stay
procs
down by the
work.
rock. Stay down
Yeah,
by the rock.
procs work.
Procs are great.
I lived off the what's the proc? The magician sword summon proc.
P99, that'll work on anything.
Yeah.
When you give it to the pet.
Back in the day, it worked on everything too. That's what I
Yeah.
did.
But on DLPs it does not.
It does.
Because it's only supposed to
No.
damage.
Even some
Summon.
buffs don't work on pets, right? Weren't you saying that
Yeah, evidently.
you put a stamina buff on a pet and it doesn't change anything?
Yeah, pets' health points are static, and the stamina stat does not affect their HP at all.
Interesting.
You
Speaking
can
of
give them
pets,
cleric
Rob,
buffs.
Is
Yeah.
Bard's group and Bard's songs affecting pets? Is that something that unlocks with gates, or is that an AA?
It's an AA.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the
I've
Oh.
never played a pet class, but I was going to say if it just happens at gates.
yeah, no.
Oh, Grick says he did 100 kicks with boots and 100 kicks without boots, and it's the same.
No, I think he's
damage.
saying that's what you have to do.
You
Oh,
got the same
he's saying you
damage?
got to do it with like 100,000 different things.
Well,
Did we get Dymlos?
I mean,
Yeah.
100 should give you some difference.
You should see something with 100. Oh, I thought he
You
said you
should.
did that.
Like I did a parse where I did so many stinking fights with the kicks,
But you
and
couldn't tell
no
the
dice.
difference at all.
Yeah. Well,
But you still believe it?
so I have boots that
power.
have a plus. Looks like we lost Dymlos. Did he go? Linked it on us.
Oh, he did. The camera's
He's
all
still healing.
wonky.
He's still healing.
Did we just lose him in Discord?
Yeah, it must have. So yeah, so with my boots, I have a boot with a plus kick modifier. and that increases my kick skill, which then increases my DPS. So that kind of messed with parses, and then I got another boot with as much AC as I possibly could, and then did a parse with just that boot, and then I got kind of a crappy boot that didn't have any AC on it, and all those parses were kind of inconclusive, which is a big old pain in the butt.
Yeah, I think it's nonsense. All right, number 4. Does spinning cause less interruptions when spellcasting?
No.
No. That's a big no.
It's hilarious.
You can
I
spin
think
all
it's
you
a
want.
yes. I
You-
think it's a yes.
You do not.
If anything, you're exposing your back and you're more likely to be stunned, right?
Well, back in the day, you'd be like running away from a mob, and then you would stop and cast a spell, but it would get interrupted because you were still running. The way to make sure that you weren't running before you cast the spell is to turn first, and then start
Well, that just
turning.
made you
So much
wait a
spinning,
second.
that's just not
That was a
running.
timer. That was just using the turn as a
I know,
timer.
so we all agree I'm right.
Mm,
No.
But
No.
that's the way that works. I am right.
Oh, Dymlos is back.
Yay.
welcome back, buddy.
When do we want to res this corpse?
One more
It-
ghost, and then that's probably a good time.
What do you think, Dymlos? Does spinning cause less interruptions on spellcasting?
Like hitting the turn button?
Yes, spinning around
Yeah.
in a circle.
Who ever thought that was a thing?
Dude, people
I
tell
don't
me.
know.
I've seen that conversation more than once.
so
POK chat, general chat.
Yep. But I'm guessing by your disbelief that you're a big nope on that one.
That's a big time no.
I'm a big time yes. I'm positive that has to be the case.
A negative Ghost Rider.
Um,
I mean, Rob, you're correct about the turning makes it.
Thank you. No, you
don't
just stop there. Stop there. We're good.
No, but it's not the spinning. It's that you're just no longer moving forward.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
because
a
you're
timer.
spinning. Because spinning helps you prevent getting interrupted.
Because you can't say one Mississippi instead of turning.
Well, no one can do that. I mean, that's way too complicated. All right, we resin this corpse then?
Yep.
All right,
All right.
I'll spin up my mana regen.
This is also one that's very interesting. Does looting mobs make the mobs respawn faster? So if you loot the bodies, if you don't just leave them lying on the
Make the
ground.
bodies disappear.
Yep. If you make the bodies disappear, the mobs spawn faster. I've seen that. Many people have told me that.
That is a definite no, but the cool thing with Project Gorgon is that is a mechanic in the game. That you can bury the corpse to get that thing to respawn quicker.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yes, I did, because we did it on the stream the other day, and it about
Yeah.
killed us.
Yeah, yeah, you got to be careful with that. Like it's
It's no joke.
yeah.
Is there still de-leveling in EQ1? Well, yes.
Unless you pay an extra $5 a month.
Unless you pay an extra $5 a month.
You literally can pay $5 a month to not de-level on death. You can get some other perks that are kind of nice.
Yeah, I don't think the looting thing is a thing. I don't think it matters whether you loot mobs or not in EQ. I've never seen a difference with it. And I've clocked mobs. Like and when we're farming lower Guck, I have timers going. And it doesn't make a difference if we loot everything or don't loot it.
Yeah.
So I'm a hard no on that one.
Okay, we're gonna come up here, and Draq, you're gonna hail this guy.
Okay.
His name's Cazic Thule.
Nice. Though we're gonna get to that one. Don't be giving away
Make
my
sure
stuff.
you're recording before you hail this guy. Make sure you're recording.
I mean, we're streaming, so everything's recording.
What happened?
I did a bad bird thing.
Can you fade it
Dymlos,
off?
come up.
It'll be fine. Yeah, I just need to wait for the dot to fade. Just don't.
I'm backing up. Me and my 2 pets are backing up.
Hey, we're all good.
Andrea, where you going?
Yeah.
All right, this Q guy or the G guy, whatever his name is.
Go ahead and hail him.
I'm hailing
Don't
him.
worry. Yep. Get up right next to him and hit the
Oh,
H
boy.
button.
Why am I gonna? Are you guys trying to kill me?
No. Oh, yeah.
All right, here goes. Not impressed with my skill or my courage. I trust that he shall find it. Make haste. Blah blah blah.
Thick burn.
Okay, you guys built that up to be a lot. And it wasn't.
Yep.
Let's wait for Dymlos.
Oh, while
Or
we're
not.
waiting for Dymlos, we have time for number 6. Are you ready for number 6?
6 is my favorite.
This is 6 is a good one. So if you type /ex, it will show you how much experience you have.
Oh yeah, there was all kinds of takes on that, right? Wasn't there another version of that too?
You gems.
Here, I'm gonna try
like-
it. I'm gonna try it right now. We'll see what happens. Just kidding. It was that was a joke. EX actually exits you from the game if you didn't know. It's an old noob trick.
We don't do jokes here, Draq.
I'm sorry.
Seriously.
I am serious. Don't call me Shirley.
But don't call me Shirley.
Stooges.
All right, where were we? All right, number 6. Morrowind. I don't. It's not really like EQ. Isn't really like Morrowind. Maybe this zone. This zone's a little more Morrowindy.
Morrowind's pretty old school. It's the old school vibe.
Yeah.
What's number 7?
Number 7. When dual wielding, which hand do you put the higher damage weapon, and which hand do you put the faster delay weapon? And does that make a difference?
It depends on.
And
What
proc.
and in
Which
which
one
grade?
procs more?
Ooh, that's good too. Which one procs more? Like
First
your-
off, what's your main hand? Like, what's your dominant hand? Which
In
hand do
E-
you...
in EQ?
Yeah, which hand do you wear your watch on? Because that's, like, some people put their watch on different hands.
Well,
So-
in EQ, the weapon icon is to the left. So I guess my left hand is my dominant hand.
How do you know it's not a mirrored thing on your inventory and the left one is really your right hand?
I guess I don't. But is there any difference? Does it matter which weapon, where you equip your dual wielding weapons? Like, is there a system there? Or
Was the first box says primary.
There's a definite primary and definitely a secondary.
oh,
Mhm.
Grix says which hand is your character holding the staff, and it is in the right hand, even though it's in the left slot on the.
See,
thing.
look,
it is
look.
mirrored.
We did it. We did it.
Good,
It is mirrored.
dude. Good point. I've never even caught that before. That's so weird. So weird.
Now, if you look at my hands, they both have bells
You're the-
as weapons. Because all of my enemies get the bebop double dong.
Bebop double dong.
That one's over his head too.
It's true.
Yeah, I think it might be.
So we haven't even answered the question yet.
Because nobody knows.
We have no idea on this.
No, we do
done
know.
Have you
We
done
know for
parsing on
sure.
this? Do you have parses to back it up, Rob? No.
What? 7. The answer is 7, definitively.
Lurchmouse, you
That's-
got nothing. Science Officer Lurchmouse, you got nothing on this one.
Well, no, my answer earlier was it depends. So generally, vastly superior ratio is going to win out. But
To be in primary.
all things being equal, you want the proc in the primary.
Okay.
Old school EQ, before they adjusted damage bonus, you wanted the faster weapon in your primary.
So old school EQ, you want the faster one, but now it doesn't matter. You just want the best ratio.
Yeah, I mean, it's more complicated than that, is kind of the answer.
Yeah, it depends on your dual wield skill. And then there's AAs that make dual wielding even better, that you have a better chance to attack with your
A
offhand.
better chance, but is it better than the primary chance? It's just better than your offhand
I
chance.
think it gets to the point where just whenever you attack, you're just going to attack with both, period.
See, he thinks.
I think, and therefore I am.
Incorrect.
It's true.
What? That's like Shakespearean.
Hmm.
You can't poo-poo Shakespeare.
All right.
Really, you can have a weapon with a proc that does enough damage that it out damages something with a higher ratio.
Should I then change my weapons? Because that's the exact opposite. I have a high ratio weapon in my primary, but a badass procking weapon in my offhand.
I would think. I don't know. What's
The Lurch is saying proc
there's a
rules
proc
over
rate
everything.
as well. There's a proc. Different weapons have different proc rates.
No, I'm saying if you have something that's a 0.99 with a badass proc, it's going to be better than a 1.0.
Right.
Correct. I would say yes. That would be better to have in your primary.
So you're saying proc is the first consideration for your primary hand.
Yeah, regardless, you want your best weapon in your primary.
Yeah, the best weapon, and that could be the best ratio. It could be a worse ratio with a proc.
Okay.
So Grix, by the time you get to Gates of Discord, there's all sorts of AAs that increase your chance to proc. And you have heroic stats. So if you have heroic dex, that also increases your chance to proc. So you can actually proc a crazy amount to where it's pretty consistent no matter what.
You
Which
guys ever-
complicates this
And
discussion.
different classes proc different amounts too, right?
True.
Priest classes proc the most.
Have you guys ever done the halfling ranger or warrior where they just proc the heck out of the stun swords?
Once the key, we got the key here.
Kind of fun.
Send it to me since I'm pulling.
Give it to Lurch.
So do stats affect how fast you level up trade skills? Number 8.
Absolutely, yes.
Yes, I'm with
For
you.
what stats for what?
So I've always heard it's intelligence or wisdom, whichever is higher.
That is sort of true and generally true.
Or dexterity. Or strength.
Or strength.
Strength for smithing. Dexterity, I think, is for
Rogues.
fletching and for poison making.
Oh, interesting. I did not know that. So
I've
for
heard
those,
that.
is it specifically those stats, or it's whichever is higher, that or intelligence or wisdom?
The
I heard it
latter.
was specifically.
Yes, so smithing, if your intelligence is higher, you'll use that. If your strength is higher, you'll use that.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So
Should
if
we
you're
move up, or are you still pulling the?
so if
Yeah,
you're
we
the
can move up
wizard,
now.
you just max the intelligence and it covers everything.
Yep.
But if you're an ogre, just only do
Go with
armor
strength.
smithing.
Yeah, come up and just come to the right side of the room.
Is this the one where we can skip stuff?
Yeah, we got the key, so we're gonna kill this guy, and then we can skip the rest of the room.
All right. Well, everybody kind of agreed on that one.
Well, that's
Yeah.
no fun.
0 fun. How exactly, number 9, how exactly do you get Quillmane to spawn?
Oh,
Kill everything.
Jesus.
Blood sacrifice.
Yeah. Spawn a new pick.
Your oldest offspring.
Hey, a chrono farmer.
I
Be
had
a
a
chrono
horrible
farmer.
time.
That's good. I've actually watched Zelik do the spawn thing. There's 3 different spots on the map that a elephant calf can spawn. Not an elephant calf, but a elephant
Yes,
calf.
that's the last thing I remember doing.
And so
Was exactly what you're saying.
And so you sit in the 3 different spots on the map, 3 different people, and you sit on those spots and you kill everything until you kill a elephant calf, and then when you kill the a elephant calf, then Quillmane spawns at 4 different spots on the map. So you need somebody that has tracking.
Okay. When we did it, there was like 3 different A's. There was like the person was saying there was a elephant calf, another mob, and then there was 3 different A's, not ands.
I'm not. It might be ants,
Something like that.
but
But something along that.
Zelik seemed to think it was just the elephant calf. That was the only
Oh
one.
yeah, I mean he could be right.
And he got it to spawn like a week. I mean, we got everybody cloaks. So, anyway, so then you got to track down Quillmane and get it and kill her and hope you get the rare drop. So,
What was the common drop?
what was
Oh, feather leggings or something
yeah,
like
leggings,
that?
like
Quillmane-
+3 stamina or something like that. I think
yeah, something like that, yeah.
it was awful.
Was it Quillmane's feathered leggings or something? Or maybe just feathered leggings, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, and it drops the common a lot. So,
Yeah.
But once you get Quillmane to spawn one time, it seems like as long as you're clearing all the different spots on the map, then it seems like it goes pretty fast. Like you can get him, you can keep her spawning all the time.
It's like a triangle, right?
Something like that.
The 3. Well, I guess 3.
There's one over by the treants. There's one down by the split knoll paw thing, and then there's one over kind of by the zone to Lake Wrath, I think is the third one. Or by the Hermit. By the Hermit. Not exactly there, but it's close to there. So yeah, you basically need like 10 people to make that thing work.
To do it well, yeah.
Yeah. Dude.
All right, am I doing this or do you want to do it, peeps?
Me, please. I'm pulling up the real guy now.
Here, I'll random you for it.
What? You did the last one.
I guess you're right. Yeah, go for it.
So number 10, our final one. If you hail Cazic Thule, it will pull the entire Plane of Fear. True or false?
Plane of Fear pulls itself.
No, like every mob will come if you hail Cazic Thule and kill you. That's what I've heard.
If you engage him, everything comes and helps.
No. If you hail him, so if you target him and hail him anywhere on the map, it pulls the whole zone.
I don't think so.
Do I go through the stuff with this guy? Do I do? Oh yeah,
It's
okay.
spawned.
Because he wanders
was-
around, right?
There was a thing in the last guild I was in that we did it. If you were levitating when you entered the zone, you pulled aggro. That was like a thing. Like, don't you lev when you go in. Did you ever hear that one?
I've never heard that one. All I've heard is don't hail him. But I think it's bogus. I think it's just like people being idiots.
I think they're both bogus. Just because everything creams you in there.
Well, I got the thing, and I tried to give it back to him, and he gave it back to me.
No, we got the emote. We're good.
Oh. Well, shoot. That means I didn't get anything then.
Denied.
Hmm.
He's been pretty stingy. That's like the third or fourth one in a row.
What someone said is you have to be on that actual step in order to get it. I wanted to hail the guy and get the pre.
Are you trying to add rumors to our rumor list?
Right.
We only get 10.
Yeah.
That's all this
That's
game
not true.
is.
Maurice got it when we were running it the first time through.
Did he link it though,
Yeah.
or was he? That's what he said. Maybe we just misheard him.
Maurice isn't the type
But
to.
also, it's Maurice. It's not
Yeah.
one of us.
We could have asked him if he got it, and he meant, "Yeah, I got the riddle right," not, "Yeah, I got the power cell."
Oh.
Something like that. It could have been a miscommunication.
Okanary says on P99, if you aggro Cazic, you aggro the zone. Maybe Hail
Yeah.
acts as an aggro.
Well, yeah. If you hail anything, it'll engage you. If you.
That's not true.
It sees
You
you.
can hail
Oh,
stuff.
you're talking about if it's targeted and you hail it from the other end of the
Yeah.
zone.
Yes.
Well, that's
That's what I'm talking about.
that sounds broken.
Like Cazic comes
Have you
for
played
you
this
and,
game?
and the whole
Right.
zone comes for you. Everything. That's what I've been told by multiple people, multiple guilds. Back in the day and recently.
Well,
Was
let's
that
go
the
try it
last
out.
thing? Was that the last? Was that number 10?
That's 10, yep.
Oh, you didn't talk about the secret zone line that takes you from EQ1 to EQ2.
What?
Yeah,
That's not actually-
zones you.
Yeah, no.
It zones you to the other game, and then back. You guys never found that?
Loch Ness Grick says number 11, Loch Ness Monster in Lake Wrath.
Mm.
That was a good one. I remember that one, Grix.
I remember people talking about it, but I never believed it.
It'd be a cool thing. I mean, there's enough random shit that just kills you anyway. We don't need any more.
Dude,
Does Loch Ness Monster ever get accused of killing anybody, though?
having big monsters at the bottom of
Wait,
places
back to
where you
lurch.
have to swim is super scary to me.
Yeah.
Because you can't move when you're in the water. You're swimming, right? You don't get, it's hard to maneuver. And to have something like chomping on you
Where you at,
is-
Lurch?
freaks me out. Hopefully you enjoyed our top 10 Everquest Myths discussion. If you have any updates or any pertinent information that you'd like to add for us in the comments, that would be fantastic. If you'd like to join us for more witty banter and Everquest Adventures, we stream Monday nights at midnight Eastern Standard Time every single week. We'll see you there. Drag Attack out.